Alright, so last time we tried streaming, I think our internet was going crazy. So here we are. Tuesday, I could not get a stream in, and we did obviously our week 4 bench, which we hit 345 or 2. It was okay. My butt definitely came up off the bench, but I did go into the gym and do it just so I could also do other stuff afterwards. And I think I'm just really used to my setup here at home with the specific bench pad that I had. So I think it always just feels kind of off whenever I do go in and basically use like a different bench pad and setup. But we're fine with taking that. Technically it's like a small, like couple pound PR, despite everything, having to manage elbow discomfort, as well as being sick and just trying to salvage some training after that. And then for whatever reason, the weight drop, whether it was from being sick or just lower calories the past couple months, because it's been a while since I actually checked my weight. So I do think we can continue as is, and we'll move on to singles next block. Since we still managed to salvage a pretty good training block and like a really good set of 2, might be worth still finishing through to the end. And let's see, in terms of the elbow, we obviously hit a pretty heavy set on Tuesday, and then we went pretty hard on like additional exercises. We did some weighted dips, so it was like a little sore. That's one of the reasons why I decided to opt out of doing it yesterday and do it today instead. But definitely good that we were able to get in. Obviously a heavy set of bench. Didn't really feel it during the bench session, but we definitely went hard the rest of the workout. A little soreness, discomfort to be expected. why maybe I did develop some of the elbow discomfort is because we kind of scrapped all of the heavy like tricep related exercises that we were doing before for a little bit, just because of it was more convenient that way. We've been getting in a lot of like our, well, obviously all of our bench sessions, but then trying to do whatever upper body exercises we can do here. So I need to pick up some things, I think, for the home gym, so that I'm not sacrificing like the quality of my training, but you know, still obviously being able to get the streams in.
Try Dawn Platinum. It removes 99% of grease and food residue. That's why Dawn is trusted to save wildlife affected by oil. Dawn Platinum cleans to a squeak.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and update what we have for today. Yo, Banzo, welcome in. Happy Friday, happy weekend. We'll see about going as heavy as it says on here. I'm not quite sure if that's the best move for today. Like 3 sets of 5. Uh, 250 postscript. So, what we did the last time around was 287. Then we did 315. We'll see. Maybe we feel good today. You did 308 pounds for 4 and 319 pounds for 1 on lat pull down machine yesterday. Very nice. Good stuff. Congrats. I'm assuming that's a PR. Some pretty heavy weight. Well done. Getting those gains. Easy. Yeah, training's been kind of weird ever since I've been sick because I kind of like I accidentally did like a set of 2 for deadlift 1 week, and then the week after I did a set of 3. So now I'm like messed up my blocks on deadlift, and then bench I've like been trying to salvage my training. And same thing with squat. Squat was sort of a weird block. I think next block we'll probably get back into, instead of doing safety squat bar, we're just gonna do like actual competition low bar. See how that feels.
Downy does more to make clothes softer, fresher, and better.
Okay, so 287
Needs to be a soft,
is like our first set, so we'll just warm up as per usual.
to your laundry.
Oh man, these ads. The YouTube royalty free was good for a little while, but then I think they had those changes like where you can't use ad blocker, and I just am a lot more aware because I have another screen that I can look at it, and seeing how often like ads actually play. I'm sure it's kind of annoying, but I'm not really sure how like YouTube live stream stuff works, since it gets uploaded right away. Like what the rules are in terms of like copyright. Because at this point, I'd rather just play my Spotify music and then just not be able to upload. All right, 265 for another warm up here. I think we're kind of on our like single player game arc here. Sort of decrease the overall like amount of time that I'm playing. Like Lost Ark, for example. I've been playing Star Ocean again, so we might get into some reaming, some single player stuff. I bought Persona 5 Royal on the Steam sale that just ended. It's also crazy. There's like been a huge surge of people playing Monster Hunter World, and that actually sounds pretty fun too. That sounds like it. Hold on. Admittedly, I've actually been like craving a Souls-like game, but not really sure what I would want to play. I'm kind of like bummed out that Wolong wasn't quite like I guess as good as it was hyped up to be, or else I would have bought it when it was on the Steam sale. It was worth it. I thought about doing like maybe Liza P. It just seems like there's been, I guess, like trailers and like announcements of Souls games coming up that look really good, but we don't have like a ton of options obviously besides like Elden Ring or Dark Souls at the moment. Sekiro is not a bad option, but I did like most of a playthrough on PlayStation, and I couldn't imagine like going through and doing it all over again. I definitely remember the frustration of some of those bosses. Alright, here we are, 287 for 3, our first ascending set. We'll see if we end up going with the 315 after this. Maybe we will. I don't think that one was terrible, but I don't know if we want to go up to 315 for the next set. If anything, I think I'll do 310. since we did push this one off again this week to do it today instead of like Thursday, it means we'll be doing tomorrow's back to back again. So I'd rather go maybe a little bit lower. For sure. Alright, so here is 310 then. Stay here most likely. So 310, and then I think that means we'll probably go to 245 for the back off. And that should be, you know, kind of what we're doing for bench today. Milky, thank you for the follow. Welcome in for all things fitness, rehab, pain, injury related, and, you know, the combination of those topics in a little bit more of a nuanced, you know, format. If you ever have any questions, feel free to let me know. And then of course, you know, we do a little bit of gaming on the side. I haven't been quite as much on stream. Right, here we are. Should be no problem. Nice 310 for 3. Just going for controlled tempo, smooth form. All right.
Feel confident on every road in the 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander with incredible handling and elevated styling. Visit your local Mitsubishi dealer today.
Yeah, unfortunately that one was a little bit harder than I would have liked it to be. But all things considering, I think we're still on like a pretty decent path here. Like I mentioned earlier, we hit the 345 for 2 on Tuesday. And that was a real grind, so to be expected that I'll have like a little bit of a performance drop off. Maybe for the rest of this week's sessions. Because that was like that was an RP10. which is funny because the first rep was fairly smooth, and I don't know what I did wrong on that second rep, but it was much harder. Which I need to find. I need to upload that on YouTube, or I know Twitch has more features now too with the stories, just so other people can see, since I didn't get to stream it on Tuesday like I usually would have. A lot of my super heavy sessions have been on stream. Like the past couple months, we've been able to coordinate it that way, and then like obviously have somebody here to pick the weight up off of me if need be. Okay, so now we do our back offs. Get some volume in here. 245. So we just need the red and blue. Fingers wants to keep coming undone today. It shouldn't be too bad. Tuesday, we hit 275 for 3 sets of 5. And that was tough. That for sure did me in. Like everything about Tuesday's bench session was very challenging. Make sure to pull up if we get any YouTube live stream chats. Yeah, well, it wasn't Tuesday, but the last time we streamed, it was sort of like it was very weird because my brother was also streaming at the same time, and he was not having any internet issues. So I'm not really sure what the deal was that day. But I had to stop streaming because something was going on, whatever it was. But I guess it's fine today. Nobody's made any comments that it's like messing up. Three sets of 5 now. And same thing as last week. I think today will be like our shorter one because we're having to do 2 sessions back to back. Tomorrow will be the longer one where we get like additional upper body in as well. And let's try to do some brainstorming and see if we can mix it up. So I'm getting, you know, like a good stimulus upper body wise outside of the bench press and the couple of things that we usually do. We're just gonna mix it up. I'd like to get some form of like heavy tricep similar to a dip in. So I might do, like for example, some bench dips with like some additional weight, I think is what I'm leaning towards. Trying to decide what other things would be nice. I'm not much of like an overhead press guy. As a powerlifter, I don't really see like the point. So that one's kind of like a no-go for me. At least like barbell overhead press, for example. On occasion, we'll do a dumbbell shoulder press, but I also don't have that heavy a weights for dumbbell shoulder or the bench incline. So bench dips. We'll keep thinking on some stuff. All right, now that was my first back offset, I'm pretty sure. It's either my first or my second. I need to start doing like tallies to like keep track of my sets. All right, one more set. And I think we've done a pretty good job now of like upping the calories back up to gain some of that lost weight. So that's good. We'll hopefully put it to good use. As much as I can get in with my pesky elbow at the moment. But I do think it's getting better. If I wasn't so stubborn and like still trying to train to hit the 365 like next block, it'd probably be feeling better quicker, but it's still progressing. One more set. Tonight is the end of the RTA season, and we hit Masters. Our first season playing. We are about 70 to 80 away from Challenger, but then I was on a huge losing streak, and I kind of like accepted that's sort of like where I'm capped at for this season. But glad to be able to get the free skin. Getting at least Masters. Definitely will be looking forward to playing some more RTA on stream, since I know we got it in a couple days total. But still need to progress the account. For sure. Very good. We'll take it. We'll go ahead and strip some of this weight off for tomorrow's session. Okay. All right. So that's bench all done there. Not too bad of a session. I think coming off of Tuesday session, which was like max RP pretty much, kind of to be expected. And now, let's see. It's pretty much all we're doing for today's. Just the bench. We'll do some upper body and more bench tomorrow. We'll kind of just hang out for a couple minutes. See if we get any questions or comments. I actually need to take the time to, I think, update. I wonder if I can do it through the app on my phone. Where is my Twitch app?
With Asana, you can drive clarity and impact at scale by connecting work and workflows to company
I was up
workflows.
late, kinda last night,
A smarter way to work. Try for
because
free
I
today
saw
at asana.com.
it's basically an research infographic on like tendon-related pain, tendinopathy, and it was like kind of a joke. I'm surprised it got published, but fortunately, that's the reality of some research journals. Definitely reasons to be very critical of it, and I like saw it and I tried to disregard it and lay down and go to bed, but then I like was just thinking and like I was like, man, I gotta make a comment on this and get some conversation going. Kind of kept me up. Kind of late. Okay, so okay. All right. Yeah, because the last time we streamed, we had the person come in and say that the numbers were impressive except for bench press, which I completely agree with as well. Bench is definitely the weak lift of the three. But I think the PRs I have on there are outdated, so I need to fix those once I get done here. Try to get some stuff done, get some things updated. Alrighty, well, I think chat is pretty tame. It is a Friday night after all, so thanks for the people that did pop in and hang out. And I will see you guys again tomorrow, most likely evening, for another bench and upper body stream. Just so, like, since I'm doing the days back to back, I want to try to keep it at least as close to 24 hours in between as I can. Alrighty. Good night, everybody.